getting warm, so I got my gloves on. Supposed to just line them up and lock them together. I've never put anything like this together. There's a learning curve. Is for the top. There ain't enough thread on them to use a washer. Look at that, some of it's stripped out already, dude. The very first one. Direct sun. It's gonna be super hot right there where it's gonna sit. Right where it's gonna sit. Glad I did. Alright. So that's how tall the door's gonna be. We'll step down, but it's all good. All day, and then all of a sudden it pick up as soon as I pick these panels up. Alright, I got it. Gonna add some more rigidity to the structure. Struggling with this corner a little bit, and it bent right here. Here's what it is. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to get those overlapping corner pieces together. You know, I'm going to put a 2x4 in each corner. Grab it. Hold it a little bit. Actually, I got to do that one first. Alright. Got screws that'll hold that together too. I got the bottom clips started. Slide this in on both sides. Yes. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Oh, your help.
Mm-hmm.
So, got holes down here. I do have other self-tapping screws I'll put in here if I got to tighten it up. They're real big and heavy. I wouldn't want to strip it out. I haven't put no screws in the back yet. So now I'm building the beam part of the gable and beam assembly. Okay, so this is the beam. Shows the channel, one like this, okay, with the big holes on the bottom. It does mention big holes on the bottom. Little angle bracket we attach to it faces that direction, and this lines up with the two holes that I wasn't supposed to put one in the top. I'm glad I took them out and realized that. Now, don't know which side this is going to be easier to put a bolt in. Try it from here. Come on. It's tough to get it all to line up. It's almost through there. Let me see if I can run it through with a screwdriver. Yeah. Alright, I'm just screwing it through with my screwdriver because it was hard to push through all those layers of metal. I'm not shredding my knuckles. Push it up a little bit because it looked like it needed it. Alright, there's the ridge beam. We're starting to get this all tied together now. Space. Sucks not having nothing but dirt to work in. Piece. Okay, so I went ahead and got both panels put together. It was really simple. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 panels. Top track, bottom track, end pieces, end tracks, just like the walls we built. Screws for this, but it's what it is. Get the screw where it needs to be. holes that they line up with. Just hit that hole just to make sure. I'll strip them out. It's stripped out, of course. Stupid, man. These washers are crap. You still see the arrows, okay. So this is the top. Alright. Alright, so now you can see kind of how this top looks. Alright, I've got the roof all screwed off, and got the vents and the end caps on, ridge caps all done. Oh, I didn't put these little caps there, corner caps. They got little corner pieces for the corner, so you don't catch your head on some metal. I need to get that and get those on there. But I'm gonna move on to the door. Go ahead and get this done. That's not bad at all. Actually lines up pretty good. Yeah. Look at that. Well, alright. Look at there. We got a shed. Check it out. Boom. Look at that. These corners aren't screwed together. I just couldn't get them. These cheap little screws they come with just won't work. So when I run a 2x4 in these corners, I'm going to reinforce it by going through there with long screws all the way through into the 2x4. But you can see, here it is. Check it out. It's not bad, you know. Alright, so I'm gonna call this the good, the bad, and the ugly. My wife just come up with that, man. She's so quick on the wit like that, boy. She comes up with stuff like that all the time. So check it out. Alright, so the good, the bad, the ugly, I guess. So the good things I like about this Ezee shed is it's lockable, it's metal, so it's a finished product. You don't have to put anything on it to seal it. So the good, I like that it's got vents. I like that it looks like it's it's just a good looking shed. You know, it is a good looking shed. I do like that. I mean, it's pretty sturdy. You see, it's not moving. All right, so part of the good would be this little ridge beam gable assembly. It's pretty easy to put it together, and it is pretty strong. I mean, it's pretty good and strong. Alright, so now the bad. The bad, I don't like that it's such a thin metal. I mean, it's a really thin metal. You know, some of these things, you know, just didn't go together as good as I was hoping. It's kind of buckled a little bit just from trying to get it together because it's such thin metal. These stamps right here, every single part number is stamped on the outside for some reason of every panel. It's just ugly. That's just really ugly. The ugly is these corners. It's really almost impossible to get these corners to snap together, and they're really difficult to snap together, and I didn't get any of them together. I've tried to put screws in here, right here. I tried to put screws in there. You just can't even push up against it hard enough because it's so flimsy to actually get it to pull in. The ugly is that some of these panels didn't go together very good. Like, look at this. This was together. This was snapped together when I stood this wall up. Okay, now it's not together for some reason. What happened? I don't know what happened here. I guess the sun just made it buckle apart. So that's why I got extra wood and extra screws to reinforce all this stuff. This is definitely part of the ugly. So what happened here is the same happened up on the roof. These panels snapped together the exact same. And I'm not happy at all with how they snap together on the roof because, you know, if they come apart like this, then the first time it rains, everything I got in here is getting wet. So that's definitely part of the ugly. Okay. Alright. So on these corners that aren't holding very well, I've been running a bead of silicone down the inside of them, just kind of on this ridge right here. Silicone is to help hold these panels together because it's going to be like glue when it dries. Alright, now we press in on that wood for me, honey.
Yep.
Got my awesome wife helping from the inside. Try to get her to run the screws, but she's still camera shy. Alright.
But that one's not hitting wood.
Alright, which way do I need to go?
Up.
What do you mean up?
Like that one would hit the second piece, the one you told me not to start with.
Okay, well I'll just have to, here, let's hold the top piece for me then.
Okay.
You got it?
Got it. Hold on, I got the door.
You got the wood, you got wood?
Yeah.
That hit, right?
Yeah.
That hit on it?
Right on.
Alright. I'll put another one towards the top. Okay. So these screws are going through both panels into the wood on the inside, which she's holding tight for me, and I got silicone in between. Once that sets up and dries, this is going to be, you know, fantastic in my opinion. A lot better than what it was. So that's how I've been doing these corners. I'll show you this one real quick. See how it's
I like how these panels have the up arrows.
Okay, so what I've done is I have reinforced this interior with what I feel like is going to make a huge difference. It's a nice little frame. It's actually a real 2x4 on the door jamb, you know, on the door there, help hold that. But kind of see how I tied in a 1x so it could get over this door here. But I have a 1x on each corner on the inside, and on the outside I've got screws going all the way through both the corner piece and this panel and into the wood. And I also put silicone on those corners to help seal it and help hold it over time. But I really like this little frame here. It's really made a difference, made it stronger in my opinion. And also I'll be able to hang hooks and screws and stuff all along here, and hang my drop cords and my levels and T-square, stuff like that. Also what I did was I drilled some extra holes here in this little beam. Ran some extra screws. I went and got longer screws. And there's silver, so you can see there's brass, silver, silver, brass, silver, brass, silver, silver. So I added 5 screws to that, so there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 instead of 4. I added more than they gave me to put in there. Same way on this corner here, on this gable. I replaced that corner one from the top with a longer one, just because I feel like those longer ones are making a lot better, you know, hold than this. We live in a severe wind zone, and we have red flag warnings all the time, you know, related to wind. So let's try to keep this thing together. So I just added a bunch of screws to it, and hit the outside edge with silicone. Go ahead and seal that up. You can see on the corner here, these screws are going through into that 1x. There's silicone going down underneath this piece right here. I got this screwed into that 2x4 on the inside. I added all of these extra screws on this door here. Just make a big difference on that. Make a big difference on that door. How good it's going to hold together over time, I believe. So you see every corner's done like this on both sides. And also I ran those pieces across the inside, and I screwed these panels across the middle all the way around. Tighten that up a lot. And if you remember, this panel was loose. Silicone that earlier. That's that one, well, 2 screws, but you see that. See how good that's holding. Alright. Silicone the bottom edge all the way around. I've got a little bit of silicone left. I'm probably going to do what I can on the interior. Oh, whew. See like that wind. So I'm gonna probably at least do that bottom edge and this bottom edge, because majority of the time our wind and snow and rain all come from one direction. So I'm gonna protect from that direction mainly. If I got any left, I'll do the whole thing. But I replaced all those cheap little screws with these nice long ones right here. And you can see the difference. So, alright, I tightened it all up, buttoned it all up, and I'm real happy with how this frame came out. I mean, super happy with how that frame came out. Alright. Well, this video is probably going to be long enough, because I've already got 3 hours of video to edit. So, I guess I'm going to go ahead and call this one done. Another project complete. Snap.